Here's the thing. There's a lot that can be learned from Season of Discovery and the things going on in here, and I want to talk about a cool event that's going on in Season of Discovery and what it could become for retail WoW. The Blood Moon PvP Harvest event. If you don't know what this is, and I didn't know what it was until all this shit started dropping about it, this is essentially a world event that launches an entire zone into PvP madness. So here it is. With Phase 2 of Season of Discovery, we are introducing a new PvP event called the Blood Moon. This new event brings a bit of mayhem to Stranglethorn Vale, and the Blood Moon will shine above the zone, casting an eerie red fog in the area. Building on what we have learned from the Ashen Vale PvP events in Phase 1, we have created this event to occur more predictably on a more predictable timetable so that players can plan for when they are able to take part. So essentially what happens here is the entire zone turns a blood moon red, and then mayhem ensues. People hacking and slashing each other apart. There are no factions, there are no love, there is only war. There is only war. And this is a really cool event because it's like, all of a sudden it brings the world back to World of Warcraft. That's what I like about it. I love world PvP. I love world content. I've always thought that it makes the game feel like an MMO rather than sometimes what it feels like is it's just a single player game. So again, what is, the point of doing stuff like this? First of all, it's freaking fun. It immerses you in the world. Second of all, there's cool rewards to be had. I mean, it's cool, first of all, the aesthetic of it, the entire zone becoming a Blood Moon zone. Look at this. You can get 2 different mounts out of this. They gave you a cool little Reigns of the Golden Saber Cat or Whistle of the Modded Blood Rapper. So what you do is, when this event is occurring, everybody you kill will give you a currency. It's a free-for-all. It's literally a free-for-all kill fest. And if you participate in it now, you can opt out. Right? Everyone in the zone is basically opted in, but you can opt out of the event and you just don't participate in it. But don't be a pussy. Participate, okay? You get currency for every body you kill. Right? And then you can buy things like these cool mounts. There's also a ton of gear. You could get some really cool stuff out of here that you can get for every single class, including weapons, trinkets, and other stuff. And basically, I'm not a big Classic Andy, but I think a lot from Classic can be brought into retail, and I think Blizzard is willing to take more chances with Season of Discovery because it isn't like an alternate universe almost of World of Warcraft, that they're willing to do cool shit like this. And I just hope they're taking notes, that when this cool shit happens and people love it, that they consider implementing it in retail WoW. I mean, look at the entire zone change. Look how cool this is. Look at the little nuanced details. When the Blood Moon event occurs, you can't even fly out of the zone. That's right. The freaking Flightmaster NPCs become enemies and even participate in the event. You can't even leave the freaking zone. How cool is that? How freaking cool is that? Literally, they become enemies. So you're talking about an entire zone from NPCs to players and everyone else participating in a badass event. It just brings world immersion. It brings fun stuff. You're an alternate timeline, Sam? Yeah, very true. Very true. And like people say, well, where would this have a place in retail WoW? Well, it just so happens that while PvP has been removed from the Great Vault, we do know we are getting a world content row. Now, currently, it talks about delve activity. You see that right here. It says complete 1 delve to unlock this slot. But I hope that this world tab right here becomes so much more. I hope they start to really open it up to basically become, just in general, world content. And world content could unlock it. I would love to see it freaking, even though we're buddies now, I would love to be able to go to Orgrimmar with a giant army, kill the faction leader, and then, get a freaking vault slot opened. I think that'd be so cool. It would create a need to basically join a community, to be part of something bigger than just yourself. That's what MMOs are supposed to be about. So I think content like this cool Blood Moon event, could certainly fit into the world tab of the vault. I would love to see that. Now, we are getting delves, which are fine. They're kind of a baby step and introduction to world PvP, I guess. But does it stop you from giving away your swords and helmets? Teach those kids a tool, not a toy. Look, I don't know what it's going to do. But the cool thing is is they're experimenting. And that's why I love Season of Discovery, because they're trying new things, and I think it gives them a platform to do that without taking too much risk. That's the nice part about it. What's up, Monarch? So yeah, Delves are an introduction to, world content. It's a 1 to 4 player thing. If you don't know what it is, it's coming in the War Within. It's basically this open world. It's not really instance, but it's like semi-instance content almost. And you go in, you do the delve, and you get loot at the end of it. And by doing the delve, you also unlock a vault slot. But again, I hope this is just the beginning. I hope eventually that we get really cool stuff like this Blood Moon PvP event where entire zones change, things break into complete war and mayhem. And yes, it's World of Friendcraft these days, but that doesn't mean we can't have a little bit of fun. Doesn't mean we can't still have some good old PvP content or some good old world content that really brings immersion back into the world. So hear me out, Blizzard. Bring cool shit like the Blood Moon to retail. Do it. And do it soon. Because I need it. I need it in my life.